It is 10 o'clock on August 10th. This is a Tuesday. Let's give it a couple minutes, and we'll allow people to come in to join us, and we'll meditate from there. Okay. Thanks for joining us this morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. 10:02 on Tuesday, August 10th. Thanks for joining for meditation this morning. Um, didn't sleep very well last night. I felt a little grumpy yesterday evening, and I wasn't even sure why it was, honestly. I had a friend of mine that was being judgmental and arrogant on my choice about the vaccination to get vaccinated, and we had a good healthy exchange. Actually, it was good, and I felt like I it gave me a chance just to let go of my judgment of being judged. But I don't know if it was something in there that just went askew or what. I'm not sure, but I actually felt it was pretty healthy. But for whatever reason, it was on my mind a lot last night, and my mind was busy, and I didn't sleep very well. So I feel a bit tired and a bit grumpy. But this too can be watched, right? The truth of who we are is a witness to our grumpiness, to our disappointments, our frustrations, just being a little brat or a bastard. Even we're a witness to that as well. So, and a witness to the tiredness as well. That's just the truth of who we are is not tired. Our body may be tired, but who is the witness to the body? So it's all a practice. It's all here perfectly for a reason. The less we fight it and resist any of it, the more flow with life that we can have. Okay. So, in any case, yeah, let's meditate. So, just allowing your body to completely relax, just allowing it to be supported by whatever you're sitting or lying on, and just melting into that. Just letting go of any physical resistance, or really just letting go of any physical tension at all. One of the reasons I invite you to just to allow your body to be supported is so that there's no effort being put into this meditation, because no effort is required. The only thing that's required is for you to be conscious and aware of your body, conscious and aware of my voice and words, conscious and aware of your breath, and whatever thoughts come up, being conscious and aware of those as well. So, right now, just taking in a nice deep breath and really just letting go of all your stress and troubles, all your worries about the future, and letting go of all the projections, all the struggles that you carry with the past, your shame, your guilt, your blame, just letting all of the past go. And I'm noticing my body is feeling really tired. And so I just felt like I needed to say that. And it's okay. It's okay. I don't want to fight or resist any of it. I've learned, as I know many of you have, that to fight against something like that is fruitless. And anytime we're making the problem outside of ourselves, then something always has to shift. Something has to change outside of ourselves in order for our mind to be satisfied, right? The mind says, I don't want to be tired for this meditation. But here it is, it's presenting itself. So we can either accept it, we can change it, which I don't know how to do that, or we can leave the situation. And I'm not going to do that. So the only thing left to do is simply accept it. And that's a quote by Eckhart Tolle that I had shared on Meditation and Mindful Moments on Facebook recently, where he said, you know, either change the situation, accept it, or leave it. The rest is madness, right? The rest is madness. Why would we want to do anything other than those things, like fight against it or resist it? Is only going to create struggle and tension in our lives. So that is true madness. Why would we want to do that? And just being aware of the breath, just noticing the breath happens all by itself. And there's no trying or effort with it. There's no trying or effort required for this meditation. So I invite you to let go of any agenda or intention as to how this meditation is supposed to go. Maybe it will be just sitting in the stillness and the quietness. Maybe that's what's needed for me to feel rested. I don't know. But I give this meditation, like you, I give this meditation over to God and say, whatever it is that you want me to experience, I give it to you and I thank you. And just allowing yourself to be fully present in this moment. There's nowhere you need to go, there's nothing you need to do other than simply be here now. And the mind can't comprehend that we truly have everything we need right now in this moment and in every moment to experience the peace, joy, love, and truth of who we are. Somebody approached me at where I went to service on Sunday and just asked for some counseling, and she was very upset because she said that she can't feel God, and that what did she do to keep God away from her? The truth is, you can never keep God away from you. It's not possible. It's like a fish wondering where the water is. It's everything everywhere around it. And so is God, everything and everywhere within and around you. You can't avoid God. You can only become unaware that God is here right now in this moment. But that doesn't mean you have to try to find God. We do a lot of trying, which always involves the head, by the way, not the heart. Trying to be more loving, trying to be happier, trying to find God, trying to awaken and become enlightened, trying to get the right job, trying to have the right relationship, trying to make life more fulfilling. Try, try, try. In truth, No trying is actually necessary. You're like, what? I don't have to try? I mean, I don't have to do anything with life? What I mean by that is those things that you judge as wrong or bad and you're not in harmony with, all that's required is you be aware of those thoughts. And when you're aware of the thought, simply notice it and allow it to gently and effortlessly pass on by and come back to the present moment. People think we have to fix or correct the situation. And I sometimes, when I'm counseling, I'll say, you're being hard on yourself. And then I hear, well, I'll try not to be so hard on myself. It's not helpful because it'll put you in your head, which is where your troubles are starting in the first place. I'm just inviting you to let go of all the trying and all the effort. Like I said, there's nowhere you need to go, there's nothing you need to do. Let go of all your agendas and intentions of how your mind thinks this meditation is supposed to go. And just letting go of your need, at least for this meditation, letting go of your need for life to be any different than what it is. For right now, just rest in the isness of life. Just rest in the isness of life. And let's face it, the mind would have all sorts of things to say about life, all the things that we need to fix and correct. And if you will notice, when it comes from the head, that everything that the mind judges that we need to fix or change is everything outside of ourselves. Well, not and then the mind kicks in and says, well, no, that's not true. I also want to fix and change you. But that you that the mind is speaking of is also outside of yourself. What do I mean by that? The body is outside of yourself. The mind is outside of yourself. Your thoughts and feelings are outside of yourself. What do I mean by that? We talk about those things that come and go, those things that are temporary. If you're to truly find your true self, you have to go beyond the temporary to discover the eternal truth of who you are, that which doesn't come and go, that which never fades away. Nothing is permanent except for the truth of who you are and God itself, which is you, that alignment with you. So right now, I'm noticing again my tiredness, and I'm just using this as an example. Quite oftentimes, we use the word I to describe how we're doing, meaning that one that we think we are. And we say, I am tired. I am grumpy. I am disappointed. I am hungry. I am angry. I am frustrated. I am loving. I am kind. I am wise. All of those I's that have a description along with it, you you are the witness to that description. You are the witness to that label, right? I am tired. Who is the one that's tired? Is your true self tired? That one that is beyond the mind and the body that will someday fade away? What is that thing that never fades away? And what is that thing that never fades away? The one that is conscious and aware of everything that does fade away and everything that does come and go. Your thoughts, your feelings, your mind and body will eventually die. Your situations are always changing. Your beliefs change over time. Your memories fade away. They fade away if you're looking to the mind, using that as your memory storage. Your intelligence will disappear if you're using your mind as if your intelligence is your mind. But you, the true you, is the one that is conscious and aware of it all, including all the I's. I am frustrated. Who is the I? Can your true self ever be frustrated? The one that is beyond the mind, the one that is beyond the mind and the duality of the mind. If we look closely, all of our troubles come from the mind. Does that mean the mind is bad? No, it does not mean the mind is bad, and I don't want to add negative energy to the mind. It's not, there's nothing we need to change about the mind. All we need to do is be aware of the thoughts and the feelings and the perceptions that all come from the mind. That's all that's required. And in fact, the mind is a necessary tool, which is why God created us this way. The mind is a necessary tool because we're going through this game of life that where we've identified with a false truth of who we are, which we think are our thoughts, our feelings, our mind, our body. We identify with all those things as if it's the truth of who we are. And the mind is being used as a tool so that when God gives us an experience, that the mind will say, well, no, that experience is bad. It's wrong. And and this should be this way and that should be that way. And so the mind will have all these opinions about what should be and what shouldn't be, and what will bring us happiness and what will bring us pain and fear. But the mind is simply interpreting to the best of its ability what is true, what is happy, what is wrong, what is right. And as long as you are believing the mind, that will be a source of all your troubles. But if you can be a witness to the mind, a witness to the thoughts, and a witness to the feelings that follow the thoughts. If you have a negative thought, you will have a negative feeling. A positive thought, you will have a positive feeling. But in truth, it's not about negative or positive or good or bad. It's simply about you, the one who is a witness to all of those experiences, thoughts, feelings, and perceptions. Yeah, I'm noticing right now, it's like, oh, yeah, we've heard all these things. We've heard all these things. I'm coming from a different place than I usually am. It's like, because I'm so tired right now, my body is so tired. Um, I'm allowing it to pull me into feeling lethargic and not fully present and aware of my thoughts, and not fully present to the intuitive flow that comes through me to speak the words that need to be spoken. And this is not bad, it's not wrong. It's just simply an experience. I can make it bad or wrong. My mind can make it bad or wrong and say, oh, okay, you're not being very present. And what do you really have to offer people if you're not being fully present to the here and now and the words that need to be spoken? Just another story. That's all. Just another story. And just being aware of your thoughts right now. And when the thoughts happen, come back to Just notice them, be aware of them, and then come back to being aware of your breath. And you'll notice the breath happens all by itself. You don't need to do anything, which is the reason we quite often use the breath for meditation, because it allows us to just be, knowing that there's nothing else we need to do. We simply only need to be aware of our breath. And then the mind chimes in and thoughts come in, and then we simply be aware of the thoughts. And as soon as we are, we let them gently and effortlessly pass on by, and we come back to being aware of the breath. So just being aware of the breath right now, which is your home base, that place where you are a witness to the breath, but you are not the breath. You are a witness to the thoughts, but you are not the thoughts. You are a witness to the body and the feelings and the experiences, but you are not those things. You are simply the witness to those things. And if your mind has drifted, just simply coming back to the present moment and coming back to being aware of your breath. And just remembering that it doesn't matter how busy your mind is. You could have one thought, you could have 10,000 thoughts. You are simply a witness to the thoughts. And as soon as you witness them, allow them to pass on by gently and effortlessly, and come back to being aware of your breath. And once again, just noticing any thoughts, allowing them to gently and effortlessly pass them by, and coming back to being aware of your breath. And the words that just popped in my head is, you will never awaken to the truth of who you are because you have gained more knowledge. You will never awaken to the truth of who you are because you have gained more knowledge. Because knowledge, the kind that we have learned, is of the head. Your mental intelligence may grow, but mental intelligence has absolutely nothing to do with the truth of who you are. Mental intelligence will fall away when your mind falls away, when your mind dies, when your body dies. What is the intelligence? What is the wisdom? And what isn't even the memories that are that go beyond this mind and body? If again, if you are an eternal being and you have to see that for yourself, I'm not here to convince you that you are, but when you see that you are not anything physical, you recognize that there's something beyond the mind where we can access divine intelligence, divine wisdom, and divine memories, even, where we can have access to all memories, all intelligence, and all wisdom anytime that it's needed. And again, just coming back to being aware of the present moment, being aware of the breath, and just fully surrendering into this moment. And if you're open to it, I'm going to use the word God, but whatever your source is, just fully surrendering into God, fully surrendering into life. Just let go of any resistance you have to this moment and to this meditation, so that you can, at least for this meditation, just rest and simply sit and be in the stillness of who you are. And again, just simply coming back to the moment and letting go of your attachment, your desire, your waiting for something else to happen in this meditation or even in life. So oftentimes we're caught in the waiting game. When this happens, then I'll be happy. And I mean, even letting go of your waiting to awaken. In fact, especially that, because it's so easy to get trapped into when this happens or this happens, then I'll be happy, then I'll be awakened. Don't wait, my friends. That is a trap. Who you are, the awakened truth of who you are, is right here, right now, in this moment. And the idea that you have to wait something else to be the truth of who you are is a lie. It's an illusion. And the mind might say, well, wait a minute. If I'm awakened, why aren't I happier? Why aren't I more at peace? Because you have a belief that there's not enough in this moment, that there's supposed to be something more. And so the stillness, to the mind says, no, the stillness isn't enough. The quiet and the silence isn't enough. There has to be something more. Please stop waiting for fireworks to show off for God to appear, and just let go of your need for life or this moment to be any different than what it is. What if this moment contained all the peace, all the joy, and all the love and all of God that you needed? Only your mind tells you it's supposed to be more. It's supposed to be this or that. And I've been tricked by that many, many, many times. I'm inviting you to let that go, at least for this meditation. And just coming back to being aware of your breath. And once again, just coming back to being aware of your breath. Don't worry about the busyness of the mind. You can just let the mind be as busy as the mind wants to be. That has nothing to do with your peace, your joy. It has nothing to do with this present moment. It has only something to do with the mind is simply a chattering monkey. It's just busy, and you are the witness to the busyness. You are a witness to its grumpiness. You are a witness to its tiredness. You are a witness to any and all things that it judges either good or bad. You are the witness to that. So just being aware of your breath right now as it gently flows in and gently flows out without any effort. So we're going to begin to bring this meditation to a completion. If you'd like to continue meditating, please mute or turn your device off. And thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate that. And for those of you who are ready to finish, just taking in a nice deep breath, just giving some energy to your lungs and this physical form that gets us around. And you may, to help you ground yourself, just do a little stretching, move your body around a little bit. And taking your time, and whenever you're ready, opening your eyes. And I'm just going to see if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them. I'm going to go over to Facebook here first. Ready? If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them. Where do we go here? I'm going to go over to Facebook here. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Michelle, thank you, Brett. Have a restful day. Yeah, thanks, Michelle. I will. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining me. And I don't see anything else out there. So that's fine. If you want to leave comments, you can. But I'm going to go ahead and close things out. And then if you want to make comments after it's closed out, that's fine. You can always do that as well. And I'm assuming that's Sandy out there. Hi, Sandy. Good morning to you on YouTube. And I think that's about it. Sorry if this was a dull meditation. I don't know. It is what it is. So maybe some of you enjoyed being more silent than others too. Sometimes I know I have friends that say I talk way too much, so they don't want to be a part of the meditation. So that's all good too. So and Sandy, say thank you, Sandy. I'm glad you joined, my friend. So okay, you guys, have a beautiful day. I'm not scheduled for tomorrow, assuming I get some rest and I plan on it. I would perfect. Oh, perfect actually for the meditation. Okay, thanks, Sandy. I appreciate that. But in any case, tomorrow I may possibly pop in, but I'm not going to say it's at 10 o'clock. It's just going to be spontaneous, and it'll probably be a shorter one if I do it. Okay. So, all right, you guys, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. All right. Namaste, my friends.